Good morning, YT family. Good morning, TikTok family. We are going to go live. Good morning. It's Luna. It is Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, anyone who's hanging out on the YT. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Flex Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, eco-friendly stylist. We talk all things thrifting, reselling, fashion, beauty. I go live on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And it's Friday, friends. So excited. Just taking a look at, you know what? Got to go to the backup. Let me make sure that she is tapping away. Our number one fan, Luna loves to shop. Just going to the backup. All right, friends. Good morning. And it's not appearing as live yet on the backup. So welcome in. I'm live here on TikTok and on YouTube. It's so good to be here, friends. Give me a follow on YouTube as well. I'm trying to grow my follower count, my subscribers on that channel, trying to do all the things. Multiple streams of income. That's what they say. Wow, I'm still not showing up live. That is so weird. Let me go to my other friend. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're just setting up here, making sure. Such a delay. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Flux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a TikTok and YT live host. I'm also on the other channel, the YT. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. We do a little coffee talk. Let me just grab, that reminds me, I haven't put up my board. Oh, this is so weird. You know what? I bet you... I gotta end this live, my friends. I am on the wrong channel. I am on the wrong channel over here. Here I am. What a morning. What a morning. All right, let's go into our settings. That's what happens when you have too many backups. You kind of make mistakes like that. So we're continuing on the YT, but we are jumping on TikTok. Okay, let's do that. All right. Good morning, friends. Let's do this better now. Welcome in. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Flux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, and a TikTok and YT live host. Thank you, YT friends, for just watching me go through that. I went live on my backup by mistake. So that is my life. That is my life. Oh my gosh. I obviously have not had enough coffee, and it is Friday. But good morning, friends. I am Luna. This is Luna Thrift Flux Finds. I'm a thrifter, I'm a reseller, and I go live on TikTok and the YT Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's Friday. This week, we are saying stop thrifting, do this instead. You might be wondering, wait a minute, you just said that you are a thrifter and reseller. Why are you telling us to stop thrifting? It's just a little clickbait, my friends. I've got some great information to share with you, which reminds me, let me get that ready. Let's see. Okay, great. So, how's everyone's week been going? Hopefully, everyone's been having a great week. Hello, Kat. Good morning. Good morning, Kat, my friend. How are you? We're having a little coffee, Kat. I just jumped on. I should have had a sip of coffee before going live. I went live on my backup. And yesterday, Kat, I forgot to turn off my YouTube live. And so after I got off of live here on, uh, I'm just checking here. Okay. After I got off of live on TikTok, I just kept going on on YouTube. Luckily, I didn't say anything. All I was doing was sitting here, kind of reorganizing the miracle mantras. It was just so funny. Good morning, Valerie. How are you? How are you, friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. Luna loves planning. She's tapping away today. She's the she's the fan of the day. Luna loves planning. Luna loves to shop, needs a break. She's taking a break. So oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the daily heart me, Valerie. How are you, friend? I'm going to click on your name. Let's see, Valerie. Hold on. Okay, Valerie, I see you have 1,770 followers. We are following each other. I know you've been here in the room before. Your name was familiar. And you say choose kindness first, curiosity second. That's awesome. And I'm trying something a little, I'm trying to see if, so I don't know if you know, Valerie, that I'm in an agency. I finally caught your live. Thank you, Valerie. I'm in an agency, a TikTok agency. And so what that is it's just basically someone who kind of teaches you how to go live on TikTok. Um, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, YouTube friends. Come with me for a second, Valerie. Hi, Abby. How are you? I've got to turn down my AC for a minute here. I didn't realize how long it is until I just had a little bit of my coffee. So we are turning down the AC and we're getting going. Good morning, Pappy. How are you? So Valerie and Pappy, please indulge me. Sorry, YT fans. Not that I have anyone in the room. Um, indulge me while I try something out. So I'm in an agency, and our agency lead told us that there's a little feature on, like, when I click on, let's say, like right now, I'm clicking on Pappy's name, and I'm not seeing it though. So she showed us yesterday. I'm gonna have to. She said she was gonna do a video on it. Dr. Lisa, which Pappy, I know you were in her room. She talked about how you can click on, when you click on a viewer who's in your room, when you click on their name, there's like this little box with like a check mark, and it's a way to see, like, it's almost like a mini CRM. You do follow Dr. Lisa. Okay, Valerie, did you see her talking about this where we can check, having some water, where we can check to see, like, if you've been in the room before? Like, I was trying to remember. So we were following each other from Dr. Lisa's room. And like she was saying, you can type like a little note in there, like, Valerie, I didn't remember that it was your first time, but we were friends. I saw that we followed each other. So thank you for reminding me that you're from Dr. Lisa's room. And but it would have allowed me to like write a little note in there. So like almost like a customer relation management system, like, that salespeople use. Whew, sorry guys, I'm like hot. That's which is why I had to turn on my AC. The coffee made me hot. Um, and you can type a note like, Valerie, if I wanted to remember that, like, let's say you were talking in here and you said, oh, my birthday's coming. I click on the three dots, maybe. Pappy, sure. Thank you. Again, thank you for indulging me, guys. I did click on the three dots, and all that's coming up is mark viewer, like to prioritize comments, add as a moderator, mute account, block or report, which obviously I don't want to do with any of you guys, but I remember maybe I don't have that feature. I'm looking on Valerie. I think she said click on their name. Okay, I just clicked. on Valerie. It's not coming up. I can see Valerie's gift gallery. Um, no, no. But I thought it was so cool. She said some might not have it. You're right. She said that she was gonna do a video on it. So she's been trying to do more content, and she said she was gonna do something. Is there an update? There's like an update on TikTok every day, Pappy. Every day. Like I go in there and I go to update and it's like it needs an update. So I don't know. Sh- Man, I wish I was paying more attention. I thought, oh, I've got this. This is easy. I can do this. No, I can't. No, I can't. So, whoo, friends. It's the coffee. I'm gonna just believe that it's the coffee. Mm, I know. Okay, so Valerie, there's a little trick to this. When you say you hardly get updates, there's a trick. And I think Pappy's talking about also updating the app. Okay, I'm going to show you on my backup. Okay, Valerie, this is what you have to do. Go to your apps if you have an iPhone. I could only show you because I have an iPhone, so I'm not sure. Valerie says, girl, I've been out on my patio for the last 2 hours because of hot flashes too. So I get you. Thank you. Oh my God. If I was outside, it would be worse. Okay, your iPhone. Okay. So then you're going to search for TikTok, right? And then you're going to see, this is what comes up. A lot of times people see that it says open and they think that it should say update. But you actually have to click here. And then if it still says open, then that means it's updated. You don't have to update it. But a lot of times uh, it'll say open here. And then when you click here, it'll say that it needs an update. The little blue button won't say open, it'll say update. So Dr. Lisa taught us that. So Pappy, I don't know if that's something that you know as well. Moo Babies Mama, welcome back. And Lisa, welcome back. Hello, Pamela. How are you? And Annie, it's good to see you, friend. I think you've been here before. Maybe not, Annie. But if you guys are new, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter, I'm a reseller. And I go live here on TikTok and the YT. I'm also on YouTube if you guys want to give me a follow. Same handle. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Pappy, thank you so much for the Luna chats. I appreciate that so much. And for the populars, if you're new here, please do me a favor, grab your daily heart me. That's the orange heart next to my name. It's 1 coin. It's a way of TikTok bringing you back. If you hang out for a little while, like the algorithm will bring you back. So Valerie says, I did it and it kicked me out. What? That is so crazy. You did that and it kicked you out? Weird. Mm. Try again. Or as my husband always says, when was the last time you turned off your phone? He's one of those guys who, like, once a week on Saturday night, he turns off his phone and lets it like reset. And I'm like, I haven't turned off my phone in weeks, but it's kind of like, the IT guys that tell you, reboot your computer. It often works. So like I gotta remember to do that every once in a while. But that makes me laugh when he's like, when was the last time you turned off your phone? So oh my God. Rally Smith 2005. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, it says as soon as I updated it, it kicked me out of TikTok and restarted it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay. And then Pappy says to Valerie, that's normal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. It is. So, but so friends, I hope everyone's had a great week. I actually have a meeting this morning, so I'm going to have to hop off like 15 minutes earlier than I normally do. But if you're new in the room, this is kind of how I run the lives, right? So from 6:30 to 7, we do a little coffee talk. We have some coffee together. We warm up the room. I say hello. I welcome new people in. I remind you to grab the daily heart me if you get a chance, if you have some coins, which I totally appreciate. And again, it's a way of bringing you back to my room next Monday because then you'll be part of the family. So the fan club is what they call it. I say the family. Um, so that's what we do. And then at 7 o'clock, we get into our topic of the week, which is stop thrifting, do this instead. A little clickbait, my friends, because of course I'm a thrifter and reseller and I will never stop thrifting. So that's just a little clickbait for you guys to stick around and find out what we're talking about. But I kind of pick a topic for the week and I build on it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we just kind of end on Friday with what the topic for the week. And then at 7:30 to 8, I do gratitude and affirmation. So I thank you guys all for hanging out. I thank you for all the wonderful gifts. And then I pull miracle mantra cards. I pull affirmations for money and abundance. And then for grins and giggles, we do disappointing affirmations, which are just hilarious. I love them. Let's start off the day. I'm going to do a quick, good morning, Jason. How are you, friend? I'm just gonna do a quick disappointing affirmation for fun. Just updated the app and it did the same to me, kicking me out. Oh my God, Moo, you're so funny. You are so funny. What is going on? Okay, friends. So Jason, you're coming in late. I'm teaching our new friends how to update their TikTok app. So a lot of times, E-Nurse, I haven't seen you in a while, girly. How are you? Okay, so a lot of times, I don't know if you know this, Jason, you probably do. A lot of times, we, as iPhone users, we have our phone set to automatically update, but it doesn't, right? And so when we go to update our app, we see that TikTok, it just says open. It doesn't say update. So we think, oh, it's fine. And we don't have to update. But actually, the better thing to do is to click here. Now, as you can see, my app is updated, but a lot of times it'll say open on that first screen. And then when you click where I showed you, it'll say update and you have to update the app. So the reason why we were talking about that, friends, is because I'm in an agency. I'm with Dr. Lisa's Launch Your Income Agency. And she was teaching us that there's a way to almost like write notes on people as they come into the room. So you know what? She's live on YouTube. So I'm just gonna go and watch her recording from yesterday. I've got a flash go, friends. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's pretty easy. I hope you guys can help me out with the flash goal, and I'm gonna get my backup going again over here. It is four gifters. I need four different gifters to send a one coin rose. So let me pin that flash goal. I appreciate it so much, friends. If you're not sure what the flash goal is, the flash goal is something that TikTok gives us live hosts as just a way of making sure that the room is engaged. And so it's not something that I have any choice over. So, oh, that is not what I want to do. Hold on, friends. Yes, that is what I want to do. Okay, let me go in on my backup over here. Thank you. Oh, we reached the goal. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you. I was just about to go on my backup and give myself a rose, but thank you. Thank you. Like the faster we can reach that goal, the faster that then we get sent out into the algorithm. So Valerie, Moo Baby's hanging out. We've got Lisa hanging out. Our guy friends had to leave. So I have been going live on TikTok. So for our new friends in the room, I've been going live on TikTok for over a year now. June 3rd was my live anniversary, actually. So a year and a month and change. And I I absolutely love going live. The reason why I love going live is because of building community. I love being able to meet people that love thrifting, that want to talk about reselling, that want to just chat in the morning. I'm a morning person, as you can tell. I wake up every day between 4:30 and 5 a.m. I get up, I shower, I do my hair, I do my makeup, I get dressed. I don't hang around in my pajamas. That is something that I've actually been doing for over a year. Is the making sure that I get up, get dressed, do my hair, all the things, because it makes me feel confident. It makes me feel good. Um, I tell the story often that after COVID, like I got in, well, during COVID, I got into the habit, like many of us, of just living in leggings and hoodies. And then I continued that habit and I just did not feel good. I felt like just so unsure of myself and just not confident at all. And so I started to find that confidence in the way I dress, in my style. And I really got an appreciation and love of clothes and accessories. Um, and then I loved getting dressed up, but I didn't want to spend a ton of money. And so I started thrifting. And what I found is that through thrifting, I could buy beautiful quality clothes, often vintage clothes, but always it seemed like a better quality than what I could get at the retail store for a fraction of the cost. So, like many people, I started at the GW, and then I branched out into consignment shops, more like boutique type of thrift stores, although there aren't many here in the area I live. I live in upstate New York, and but I would go thrift tripping. So if you're not sure what thrift tripping is, it's when you go on vacation and you hit up the thrift stores. So I go thrift tripping, and I would find like cute little boutiques and smaller mom and pop thrift stores in those areas. So that's kind of my story. That's kind of my story. Okay, but I was going to do a disappointing affirmation. Okay, so it says, wherever you go, there you are. The same bundle of neuroses, just in a different location. I'm just pulling one disappointing affirmation for fun for the room. But oh, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Valerie. Thank you. I swear that's just like really driving me crazy that I don't have that option. I'm gonna go to Dr. Lisa's YouTube and look up yesterday's video because she talked about it yesterday. Or I'm gonna check her account and see if she did like a little short on it. Mm. I'm so proud of her. She's been talking about doing more content. You know how I mean, she's our agency lead, right? So if we're in the agency and she's encouraging us to do more content, I'm sure she feels like she has to lead by example. Good morning, mommy. My mom just came in and sent me a rose. Thank you, mommy. Friends, my mom is M. Clausel. That's my mama. She comes and supports me in the mornings, and she's so cute. Whenever, mommy, I already had the flash goals, so we're good. We're good. Good morning, Drew. Good morning, Araceli. Welcome in, friends. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, I'm a reseller, and a TikTok and YT live host. I'm live on co-streaming on the YT. So if you want to go over there and you know what to do, same handle. I have to be careful because TikTok gets jealous. But I'm here live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, talking all things thrifting and reselling. I am trying to be a full-time reseller. It's very hard, friends, very hard. Trying to do that. I was actually laid off from my corporate job in January of this year. So we're coming up upon 6.5 months of being laid off, but that's okay because I've loved every minute of the journey of trying to be all the things like a content creator, multiple streams of income, like not only on TikTok, but the YT, on FB, on the IG, all the platforms, trying LTK, trying the Zon, all the things. So it's been an interesting ride. I love it. I might have to get a job soon because it's just not producing salary money, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm trying some different things. The goal is to try not to go back to corporate. If I have to, I have to, or if they'll have me. um, but it's hard, right, friends? It's hard. All right, so let's see. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. How are you? If you're new in the room, I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I'm a thrifter and a reseller. And this is kind of how I do my live, friends. 6:30 to 7, we do a little coffee talk. So we're just warming up the room. Soon enough, we're going to jump into our topic, which is stop thrifting. Do this instead. It's clickbait, friends. I'm just trying to get you guys to come in the room, hear me out. We're never going to really stop thrifting, but there are other ways is what I want to talk about. You're welcome, Lynn. You're welcome. I love thrifting. Great. Okay, so Lynn, you must have been like, so I'm so glad. So the board caught your attention and you're like, "What? What do you mean stop thrifting? I love thrifting." I love thrifting too. I will never stop thrifting, but there's other ways that you can source, and we're going to talk about that. No, yeah, I know. So it worked. My little clickbait worked. My clickbait worked because especially with my handle, Luna Thrifts Lux Finds, like why would Luna Thrifts Lux Finds be telling people to stop thrifting? So the way I do, Lynn, I'm glad you're here. If you have a coin to spare, grab your daily heart me because that's the way TikTok will bring you back to my room on Monday. So I go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. The way I run my lives is I warm up the room with a little coffee talk. Then I have one topic that I choose for the week and I kind of build on it and we talk about it throughout the week. And good morning, Al. How are you, friend? And then we end with gratitude and affirmations. And today I am going to end my live a little early just because I have a breakfast appointment that I have to go to for a local board that I'm a board member of. So let's have some coffee. Elle, Bounty and Bliss, her live last night. I just wish I had more coins because she was amazing. Good morning to you, Night Owl. I know. I couldn't sleep last night. I'll tell you guys separately why I couldn't sleep. I'll jump into your room tonight because talk about overthinking, L. Friends, let's see. I'm so sorry. I have to refill my wallet. However, I send hearts for now. It's okay. Oh my God, Lynn, thank you so much. The daily heart me. I just want you to come back, my friend. Really, that's what I want you to do is just to please come back. So don't worry. You can just give me a follow. You don't even have to give your daily heart me. Lynn says, if you don't mind me asking, where do you live? I live in upstate New York, Lynn. I live in upstate New York. Elle says, okay, so let's see. No, she is like her. Let me tell you something, friends. Let me tell you something. So, and let me pin my friend here, El Meek, because I'm going to go into her live tonight and tell her what's going on. But Elle is an amazing live host here on TikTok. She's an agency sister as well. She's in the Launch Your Income agency. She's going to go live tonight at 10. It's Friday, so she goes live at 10. But she goes live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 9:30, usually Eastern time. Please give Elle a follow. She does an amazing, it's overthinking after dark. It's really for us people who have a little anxiety, who overthink, and it's just like a mindset shift type of live. It's so good. So I'll jump in tonight and tell you what's going on. But that's why I couldn't sleep. But I'm glad. It's like I feel like God meant for me to be in Bounty and Bliss's live last night at midnight because she was dropping some gems. And what I was going to say, friends, when you have really new live hosts that are very knowledgeable on their topics, grab them when they're new because they're dropping stuff free for free. Like she was saying, she was like, listen up because this is not going to be free for much longer because they're dropping their stuff for free because they're just getting started. They're testing it out, their knowledge before they create like that ebook that you then have to download and purchase. Not that I mind because she was dropping so many gems last night that I was just like, yes, I would pay for this. You're in New York City, Lynn. That's great. I'm originally from Brooklyn. But I've been living here for a very long time in upstate New York. Yes, Lynn, it was very interesting, right? Yes, true. Yes. Go to those live rooms, go to those new creator live rooms because, and the same for me. So if you guys click on my Service Plus button, which is the orange button on the lower left hand corner, you'll see that my lookbooks, my styling lookbooks have gone. Well, you can't see because I have to send you the STAN store. But when I send you my STAN, if you're interested, my lookbooks have gone up in price. When I first started, they were $2.99, and now I've raised the price to $7.99 because that was an introductory price. Those lookbooks took a lot of time and effort for me to put together, and I truly believe worth the $7.99. But when I was starting out, I was trying to get people just to even, think about purchasing them. But the more you get to know me and the more you like my lives and believe in my ability to maybe help you style yourself, but do it on a budget, hopefully you'll find that it's worth the $7.99 for the lookbooks. But anyway, friends, yes, she has such a good topic. So she was giving AI prompts. She went through SMART goals, how to set SMART goals to reach your dream in 5 years. Like she put a timeline of 5 years. But then she was giving, Lynn said, I just read about what you do. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm an eco-friendly stylist. So, meaning I love thrifting. I love secondhand clothes. It's not that I don't buy new clothes, but I really, like, I would say that my closet is 65% thrifted, 35% new. My goal is to get to 80/20, is to get to 80% thrifted, 20% new. Um, as thrifters, it is so hard to buy full price retail. My husband, we go into stores and I'll like look at something and he's like, buy it. Go ahead, just buy it for yourself. And I'm like, no, I know I can get this at the thrift for so much cheaper. I can't. So so that's how I feel. But so what I do, Lynn, is I do eco-friendly like Stitch Fix type of bundles, but I do it with thrifted clothes. So right, Lynn, like I feel like every time I see something in retail, I'm like, I could get that at like the GW. I could get that at Savers. I'm not gonna get that. No, that's okay. I could get that. So, but anyway, friends, okay, I'm going to get into the topic. Flourish, flourish. Thank you so much for your daily heart, me friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to have some more coffee before I get into the topic. So, for those that have stuck around and are like, wait a minute, you're a thrifter and a reseller. You love talking about, thrifting, but why are you telling us to stop thrifting? It's because all week we've been talking about a tool in our reseller toolkit called retail arbitrage. So I wish Dr. Lisa was here. Let me see if I could share this with Dr. Lisa. I'm gonna try to find her because the other day I ended and I was like, oh, she's not on, but retail arbitrage. She was like, she came in towards the end of the live, and I was like, "You'll have to come back, Dr. Lisa, on Friday to learn what retail arbitrage is." So it's a very fancy term for basically going to stores like J.C. Penney, Kohl's, even Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Ross, those stores at the end of like the summer season. So they put all their clothes on like 70, 80% discount. You're buying new with tag clothes for like $2, $3, like very, very affordable prices. And so you take that clothes and you flip it, you sell it, you resell it on your Posh, on your Bay. That's what retail arbitrage is. Um, so you're getting the opportunity to sell new clothes. Now, remember, friends, we talked about this. So when you think about Burlington, well, not Burlington maybe because Burlington does carry some nice brands sometimes, but JC Penney, they'll have like what we call in the reselling. Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for your daily heart me. If you've come into the room and I haven't said hello, I'm so sorry, friends. Let me make sure. I've got Lynn, I've got Elle, Lisa, I said hi, Flourish, Drew, hello. You've been here before. Welcome back, Drew. Um, my mama, Sarah's here. Angie, I didn't see you sneak in here. Welcome in, Angie. And we've got Caro and we've got Araceli. Welcome, everybody. I'll just do a quick station identification. I'm Luna. This is Luna Thrift Slux Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, a live host on both TikTok and on the YT. So we have no one hanging out in the YT, but that's okay. One day we will get there, Drew. Thank you for your daily heart, me friend. So we are talking about another tool in our toolkit as resellers, which is retail arbitrage. And so retail arbitrage, as I said, is going to the stores at end of season, buying stuff for a super discount. Oh, Sarah, you've watched my live for 500 minutes. Friends, I'm going to pin my friend Sarah here for a minute. Um, just because Sarah is she's another agency girly. Friends, if you're into junk journaling, I don't know if you know what that is, but Sarah is the woman to follow. She is basically like the queen of junk journaling here on TikTok. I'm going to call her the queen. Thank you so much for the community hearts, Sarah. She's the one who taught me about junk journaling, and she has a very beautiful community of supporters. And she is someone that I admire, and I just really like aspire to build the community that she has built. So Sarah, give her a follow. She's amazing. She is an empty nester. She's from the great state of Indiana, and she goes live. Give her a follow. She talks all things junk journaling. It's just a way of taking everyday things like receipts, like cereal box covers, whatever, a cereal box, cut them out and just journal. And just, it's a way of keeping track of your daily life, the beautiful moments in our lives. It doesn't have to be this big vacation. Our life, it's there's beauty in those small moments too. And that's what junk journaling is all about. So give Sarah a follow, friends. Okay, let me get back. Yes, of course, Sarah. Let me get back to let's see. Let me get back to the topic, retail arbitrage, right? So let's talk about. So we talked about what it was on Monday. Then on Monday, we talked about what it was and what were some of the stores that you can find those great sales and the time frame. Thank you so much for the Luna chat, Sarah. So some stores are like Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, Sierra, JC Penney, Kohl's, Nordstrom Rack. I wish I had a Nordstrom Rack here in upstate New York. We do not. Target, Walmart clearance. Those are great, great stores to hit up. And they will start having those sales at the end of this month. So I'm giving you the scoop. I'm giving you the tea right now because at the end of July, you guys are all going to go shopping. Even if you're not reselling, you know that it's a great time because we are Luna Loves Lux Finds, or Luna Thrifts Lux Finds. I love, beautiful clothes, but at a fraction of the cost. I don't like to spend full price on anything. That brings me back to, I got off topic. So when you're shopping these items, in the reselling community, we talk about like those being mall brands. So like Worthington is a brand from JC Penney. Anna is a brand from JC Penney. Morona is a brand at Target. And sometimes those brands are not like brands that are in high demand. But what you're going to do, friends, if you're going to resell, you're going to shop by style, not by brand. So you have to know what's trending. You have to know like what's hot, and it doesn't matter the brand. The item is going to sell based on style. So for example, we know the aesthetics that are really hot right now are cottage core, coastal grandma. Um, I'm trying to think of other ones. Dad core. Basically, these are just new words for describing aesthetics and clothes. Lynn is laughing. Lynn, are you a reseller as well? So you love thrifting, but I want to know if you're a reseller, like on the Posh, on the Bay. Vinted is a new one that I've been using and I absolutely love. So and Coquette Girl, that's another new one. So you've got to like, as a reseller, I haven't in a very long time. Okay, you've got to stay like, you've got to stay on top of the trends. And so if you're going to take advantage of the great sales of retail arbitrage and you're going to resell, you want to make sure that you're buying, and you're not going to resell by brand. Nobody's out there like searching on the Bay like, "Ooh, I want to buy Worthington. Ooh, I want to," unless they really like Worthington. Like maybe Worthington is a brand that fits them well and they really love it, or St. John's Bay, or brands like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um, so that's what, let's see. Lynn says, I've been thrifting since I was a teen. That's amazing, Lynn. So I came late to the thrifting game, very late to the thrifting game. I'm in my 50s. I didn't start till I was like in my late 40s. So yeah, I'm very late to the game, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So we talked about, this is what I'm just recapping what we've talked about all week. So let's see. Oh, I was telling you guys that at the end of July to mid-August is the sweet spot. That's the time to hit up those stores. And the later you wait, of course, there's less inventory, but you're going to get deeper discounts. So they may start off at like 50% off. And then the next week, they'll go down to 75% off. And then the week after that, it'll literally go to like 90% off. But you don't have as much choice because all of the good stuff is probably gone. But you never know. You never know. There's so much clothes. The AI summary says discussing retail arbitrage and how to flip thrifted finds. So funny. You got me, AI summary. But again, friends, and that's another part of why I love thrifting and why I love like retail arbitrage and reselling. And a lot of times resellers get a lot of criticism, or flack for doing what we do, but there's so much clothes, friends. And I've heard this stat and I still haven't found, but I don't know if I'm sharing a stat that's like not proven because I haven't found where it's originated from. But I guess I've heard the stat that if we stopped producing clothes today, we would have enough clothes to clothe the next 6 generations, which is like, that blows my mind. That blows my mind that we have so much stuff, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, go, don't buy the new stuff. Go buy some thrifted items. Like tomorrow, friends, it is mind blowing. It is mind blowing. And again, I know a lot of people give the GW a lot of criticism as well, because they say, "Oh, you're donating clothes and you're reselling clothes that people have given you." I don't feel that way about the GW. The GW, a lot of their money goes towards workforce development programs in the community. That's what they do. And also, my local GW is, I think, one of the first in the country where they recycle what's not. So they actually break it down and recycle it or make other things out of the materials. So you can actually donate at the GW and say, this is not for resell, this is for recycling. You can actually do that, and they will take your clothes, and they know not to go through it. But you can say, this is stained, that don't even, because that's the other thing, friends. Don't, like, if the stuff is stained or in really bad shape, don't donate it to the GW. Don't do that, because that's just, you know, somebody else, like, if it's so beat up and stained and like worn out, nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna buy that. So that's my opinion, friends. Good morning, Wani. Good morning. Wani's another host. She had such a good chat yesterday. Such a good chat. Oh, so good. Thank you for your daily heart, me friends. All right. Nobody's on the YT, so we're going to go take a moment now to warm up the coffee. So follow me, friends. Follow me. So I haven't done a station identification in a bit. I'm Luna. This is one of Thrift Love Finds. I'm a thrifter, a reseller, an eco-friendly stylist. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Time here on TikTok and on the YT. The YT is on my laptop, so right now they're just listening to me talk while I'm here with you guys. So, thank you for the love you so much, Wani. Thank you. You guys are saying good morning to each other. So, yes, so we are talking about retail arbitrage this morning, and that's just a tool in the reseller's toolkit, another way of sourcing. And so now is a great time for you guys to go and grab some new attached items, whether it's for saving it for next summer, whether it's for gifting. That's another great. Thank you, YT friends. I'm back. All right. You can gift the stuff. Like, I know my mother-in-law loves to do that. She shops those end of season sales, and then she especially kids clothes, like baby clothes, you can shop that kind of stuff, and then like have a little stash for gifting. So that's just a little tip, friends. Okay. So then next on Wednesday, we talked about so when you're doing retail arbitrage, there's some questions, and especially for reselling, there's some questions you should ask yourself. You have to be careful about getting caught up in, ooh, look at the price. Oh, thank you, Wani. I love it. Thank you. Oh, I love it. I love dogs. I wish I had it. For many years, friends, I had a dog, and then I had another dog. So my first dog, his name was Bruno, and we had him for 14 and a half years. And he was a big dog, so we were lucky to have him that long. And he passed away during COVID. And we had to have, we had a vet come in and do all the, come into our house. We didn't take him. And then I got a beautiful rescue German Shepherd named Tasha. But unfortunately, I had to rehome Tasha because Tasha only loved me and she bit my daughter twice. Oh, which I hate to admit that I kept her even after she bit her the first time. She just did not like, and we tried dog training, we tried all the things. And then ultimately I had to rehome her, but I believe that I rehomed her at the best place I could. I rehomed her with a former canine police officer, and she's a German Shepherd. He had a German Shepherd, and he had some beagles, and so she became part of a new pack. And she lives in Geneva, New York. Beautiful, big backyard with this wonderful retired canine police officer. So I think I found the perfect home for her. And every Christmas, I try to send like a um, goodies to her. So, and can I admit something? When I send the stuff to her, like I rub it all over myself so that she will remember my scent and hopefully knows that I'm the one who is sending the stuff to her. So oh my God. I know it's terrible, but I try. I want her to remember me, you know. I want her to know that I still love her. Anyway, I'm going to get emotional. Okay. So the 5 questions. So don't get caught up the like, um, in the price. Like, oh, this is such a good price. You should ask yourself, would I buy this at full price? Um, Wani, thank you for coming in. Have to get ready for my meeting. Okay, Wani, thank you. Have a wonderful day, friend. Have a wonderful day. Um, so would I buy this at full price? Like, is it something that's like attractive to me that I would buy a full price? Is the brand in demand? Again, like, Worthington, maybe not, but sometimes you'll find Nike at JCPenney or Kohl's, you'll find Champion, and those can be brands that are, well, especially Nike, that's always in demand, but Adidas, brands like that. Um, in Kohl's, I think a brand it's not that it's in demand, but it's really nice, and I think it has a following is the Simply Vera brand, which is the Vera Wang. I think that that has a following. People like that brand. Um, you have to ask yourself, is there going to be enough profit after fees? Um, how quickly can you sell it? So remember, like if you're buying end of summer season, you might have to be saving that stuff for next year. Do you have the room for it? You have to ask yourself those questions. And I guess the last question I would ask is like myself, if I'm buying something, is if it doesn't sell, is it something I would keep for myself or is it something that I can gift? So I think that those are the 5 questions that I would ask myself before participating in retail arbitrage. So would I buy it at full price? Is it a brand that's in demand? Is there enough profit after the fees? So after you sell it on Posh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you. After you sell it on Posh, or Posh is the worst because they're like 20%. They take 20%. After you sell it on the Bay, that's why I love Vinted, because Vinted, there's no fees. At least for now, there's no fees. I know that there's eventually going to be fees. AI summary says discussing retail arbitrage and thrifting. Okay, good, good. We're staying on topic. How quickly do you expect to sell it? Again, if you're buying end of summer stuff, you're probably not going to sell it right away. It might sit in your Posh, it might sit in your Kari or your Pop starts with a D store, all of those storefronts. So, and if it doesn't sell, would you keep it for yourself or would you be able to gift it? All right. So we are at 7:20, friends. I'm going to talk about this for just a few more minutes and then we are going to do gratitude and affirmations. And like I said, I have to hop off a little early today because I have a breakfast meeting. So I usually am here till 8 o'clock and we're chatting up, but I am going to have to probably hop off around 7:40, 7:45 just to go get ready for my meeting. So, all right. Um, let's see. Okay, so let's break down some of the stores and what you can get. So Burlington, you guys know Burlington surprisingly has some pretty cool stuff. So the other day, and this is what made me think about doing this live, talking about retail arbitrage. I went to Burlington and I found a pair of Levi's jeans. Now, not the original, it's the Levi's Signature, which is a little bit of a lower end brand of Levi's. Good morning, Coach Chantel. Welcome in, friends. So good to see you. And let me just make sure. Nope, still got nobody on the white tee. That's okay. I bought a pair of Levi's jeans. They were in a larger size. They were a women's size 20. And plus size clothes resells very well. So it was brand new with tags. I bought those jeans for a quarter, my friends. For a quarter. I know that I am going to make more than a quarter on those jeans, but that's just an example. And the reason why they were a quarter, I'll tell you why, is it had this very small, like it wasn't even a hole, but it looks like. Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you so much for the heart. Me, welcome in, and thank you so much, Coach Chantel, for the. Is it music? Music Cloud. How cool is that? That's a new one. I haven't seen that. Thank you, Coach Chantal. Um, I think it was from the security tag when it was taken off. It created like a little, not a hole, but like a fraying of the seam. So guess what? My mother went and she sewed that shit up and we're good. We're good. She sewed it up with some navy blue thread and it looks good. It looks good. We're going to sell those jeans. We're going to sell those jeans. So, um, yes, perfect, right? I know. My mom, she's gifted. My mom did it. She did it. So, all right. Uh Leather handbags. Burlington has beautiful handbags. They put them on sale. You can pick those up. And I haven't been to Burlington in a long, long time, but I just happened to go that day and was like, wow, look at these jeans for a quarter. This is amazing. And that little imperfection, I was like, I'm going to take care of that, or my mom is going to take care of it. Now, friends, don't get me wrong. If something needs a lot of work, I'm not picking it up. I'm not picking it up because it just like I went thrift tripping in Orlando, Florida, and I bought a Tommy Bahama, beautiful, beautiful men's, their usual look. Um, and I didn't realize it had stains on it. And I have been working on the stains on that shirt for like 2 months now. It feels like it's not that long, but I've been trying to get the stains out. And yesterday I finally told my mom, I said, I'm taking a loss on this shirt because I can't get the stains out, or I can try to sell it and just disclose the stains. They're very teeny tiny. And I was like wondering, I said, what was this man eating? Like it looks like maybe he was eating shrimp and like cocktail sauce or something, because it looks like ketchup or cocktail sauce, like, and it's like tiny, tiny stains. I was like, oh man, what was he eating that I can't get it out? So excuse me. All right. So athletic wear at Burlington is very hot. Uh, they've got tons of the Nike and Adidas, all that stuff, men's shirts, and some shoes, Ross also is really good for picking up brand new with tag shoes. They put a lot of their shoes on sale. So friends who are coming in, we are talking about retail arbitrage. If you're not sure what that is, it's just a fancy phrase for buying new with tag items at stores like Kohl's and Burlington. Coach Rhonda, good morning. Thank you for your daily heart, me friend. And we are on the YT as well, my friends, and we still have no one here. Okay, so it is buying new attack stuff and then reselling it on the Posh or reselling it on the Bay and platforms like that. So those are really, really good items that you should pick up at Burlington. I am a clothing reseller, but thank you so much for the Luna chats. I'm a clothing reseller, but there's a lot of resellers that sell hard goods. So for hard goods, you know the TJ Maxx and Marshalls clearance aisle. Look out for those red tags and the yellow tags. That the yellow tags are usually indicative of like the final like sale on stuff. But you can buy kitchen brands. You can buy um like so you can buy kitchenware and kitchen stuff to sell, some beauty products if unopened, but my understanding is there's certain platforms that there are platforms that don't allow beauty products. I've never sold that, so just be careful with that. Mm. Seasonal, again, summer, Easter, they may have Easter decorations for like deep discount that you can sell next Easter. Cookware kind of stuff. So those are the kinds of things that you can pick up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They're good for that. For Target, for those of us that still shop at Target, I don't shop at Target, but I'm just gonna bring it up. If you shop at Target, it's the Hearth and Hand. Those items are very good for resale. Toys, home decor, those are all things that are kind of seasonal. Like you might get the pool summer like items, the pool toys, the pool blow up kind of toys. Those could be on super sale and you can resell those. But again, these are tips that I'm giving you for retail arbitrage, like in general, but not, I'm not a reseller of hard goods. I resell clothes. Let's see. So that's basically what I have for you guys. I'm just looking at my notes. So I'm curious to know, do you participate in retail arbitrage? Do you buy clothes and like end of season, like whether it's for you and you save it for next season, or do you gift it? Like, I'm curious to know. Or if you're a reseller, do you participate in retail arbitrage? And then we're going to get ready, friends. I have to remember that I am on YouTube as well. And I have to like fight the urge to close my laptop. So, all right, friends. We have gotten to 29,000 likes. Thank you so much, everyone who's tapping the screen. Tapping is clapping. We are going to get started with our daily affirmations, our miracle mantras, and our, hold on. And we're going to do our affirmations for money and abundance. I hear my daughter coming down the stairs. Hey, baby. Are you leaving early? Yeah, I have to leave about by 7:40. Okay, I'm going to get off at that time, so that's perfect. I'm on live. Okay. All right, this is perfect. All right, friends, I am going to pull some affirmations. Let's see who we got first. Who we got? Lynn, we got you first, Lynn. All right, Lynn, you're new to the room. So I pull positive affirmations and then I pull some affirmations for money and abundance. Okay, Lynn, this is for you. Okay, actually, there's a couple of things I have to do first. Let me turn off my board and then I'm going to I'm going to mirror my video so that you can read your card. Lynn, this is for you. My mind is worth millions. My mind is worth millions. That's for you, Lynn. And then this is an affirmation for money and abundance. Okay. This one is good. I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. That's a good one, Lynn. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Who's next? Who's next? We've got Coach Chantel and then Coach Rhonda. We've got the coaches in the room today. Coach Chantel, this is for you. Aw, I deserve good things. I deserve good things. Oh, I love it. And let's do your affirmation for money and abundance, Coach Chantel. You're welcome, Lynn. You're welcome. Oh, Coach Chantel, what's meant for me will simply find me. I love that. What's meant for me will simply find me. So good. So good. Coach Rhonda. Coach Rhonda. It's you. All right. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. That's for you, Coach Rhonda. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. And your affirmation for money and abundance is, I have the power to create the financial abundance I desire. I have the power to create the financial abundance I desire. I'm putting that on the YT too. All right, friend. I hope you guys are enjoying these. Elle, you're next, Elle. And then we've got Heidi. Elle, this is for you. Elle, I feel like you always get such interesting ones. Aw, the moment I desire something, it is already on its way to me. The moment I desire something, it is already on its way to me. And your affirmation for money, Al, and then Heidi. Then we got Heidi. Al, this is for you. Money comes to me in unexpected and surprising ways. Money comes to me in unexpected and surprising ways. I'm glad you love that, friend. I'm glad. And you're welcome, Coach Rhonda. All right, Heidi. Heidi, I got you. And then Heidi, I gotta go because it's time. I gotta go move cars. Heidi, success is my natural state of being. Success is my natural state of being. Heidi. Heidi, this is your affirmation for money and abundance. I'm a lender, not a borrower. I can't say that word, borrower. I can't say that word. I'm a lender, not a borrower. Let me see if I've got anybody else. Anybody else? All right. I think we're good. Friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's do a little quick time check before I go. We've been on for an hour and 5 minutes. We have 207 total views, 1 new follower, and 14 gifters. Yes. All right, friends. Let me go move some cars. Let me go have my meeting. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh my gosh, Elle. Stop, Elle. Oh my gosh, you're too much. Girl, thank you so much for the galaxy. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those. Thank you so much. Lynn says, happy to have found you on here. Have a good day. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. I'm glad you found me too. And come back on Monday, okay? We'll be here on Monday. Coach Rhonda says, have a great day. Thank you, everyone. And I'll be in your live tonight and I'll tell you what's going on, okay? I'm looking forward to it. All right. Take care, friends. Bye. Take care, friends on the YT. Bye.